The king of hell interrogated him, angered by his madness and cruelty. He was whipped hundreds of times and punished to become a snake. He was locked in a dark room, pitch black without seeing the sun. Feeling extremely suffocated, he crawled up the wall and slipped out through a hole in the roof. Looking down at himself, his body was already lying in the grass. He had truly turned into a snake. So he swore not to harm any living creature, and when hungry, he ate wild fruit. After more than a year, he often thought about suicide but couldn't, and harming others to seek death also didn't work. He couldn't even find a decent way to die. One day, as he lay in the grass, he heard a carriage passing by. Suddenly he slithers onto the road, and the carriage sped past, crushing him into pieces. The king of hell was surprised at how quickly he had returned. He prostrated on the ground and explained the whole story. The king of hell, because he had been killed without committing any crime, forgave him and allowed him to be reborn as a human after completing his sentence. He is now Mr. Liu. Mr. Liu could speak from birth, read and write essays, and never forget what he saw. In the year Xinyu, he passed the provincial examination and became a provincial-level scholar. He often advised others, when riding a horse, you must thicken the mudguard. Squeezing the horse's belly with your legs is more painful than whipping it. The historian of the strange says, among those creatures covered in fur and horns, there may be former kings and nobles inside. The reason for this is that among today's kings and nobles, there are inevitably those who were once animals in their past lives. Therefore, lowly people who do good deeds are like planting trees to seek flowers. A person of high status who does good deeds and accumulates virtue is like a flower that has bloomed yet must still nurture its roots. Planting trees can strengthen good deeds, nurturing roots can prolong blessings. Otherwise, one can only pull a salt cart, bound by restraint, and be reborn as a horse. Otherwise, one can only eat excrement, suffer boiling and slaughter, and be reborn as a dog. If not that, then one can only wear scales and be buried in the belly of cranes and storks, and be reborn as a snake.